Brothers and sisters, guys and gals, I'm sure I'm in Ra. This is another part of the Kareem Hunt story. And I just feel like I'm obligated that I got to put this out. Because no matter how much different black people from different levels continue on trying to let black men understand, stop playing with these white women. Stop getting involved in having relationships, because you can't be your natural self. When I mean you can't be your natural self, because people are going to say what they want. And if you don't have the maturity to be able to deal with a person on the level of mental capacity, you're going to explode. And you can apologize all the fuck you want. I'm going to show you in this video where Kareem Hunt, he apologized. And he's being so sincere. And he didn't mean no wrong. He don't behave that way. Brothers and sisters, you better understand this shit here. A lot of these females, these white females, they don't come from a rich background. Keep telling you, this is my opinion. This is what I know. This is what I know. Being in the fashion industry, I met a lot of athletes. I met a lot of entertainers. And I know when I used to go to the basketball games, front row seats, the seats that we had was 7 rows back from the court. That's right there. Not in the bleachers, not just to have on the floor, 7 rows back from the floor. I told you I was in the fashion world. And I'm telling you now, and I'll say it again, them white women, them white females, they be all lined up, matter of fact, they're basically lined up right where the basketball players are at, where they sit. Trust me. Trust me. Some of them basketball players and football players, whatever sport it is, you know, they know these females. I'm not saying those females was all like that, but where did these females come from? Obviously, looks like they came from a hotel. Obviously, it looks like they came from a room. Because when somebody was doing a hole in the elevator, because the camera, they would have showed the camera in the elevator. They obviously had to be coming from a room. The point what I'm making is this, brothers and sisters, gods, goddesses, kings and queens. You keep playing with these white females. You're going to pay one way or the other. That's just the bottom line. I want you to watch this third video, because you have to be fair. And I'm not for the fight with white female. I'm not for her. And I'm not for Hunt, because I know damn well they let Hunt know, be careful of them white women. I know they did. Your mama, your father, your dad, somebody in your family told you watch them white females. Now you got all this fucking money. You don't want to hear nobody. You want to get some girls and party with, get drunk, and tell them to bend over and slide your penis up on them. Have fun. That's part of the activities, if you will. Yeah, the female with MI, she disappeared. Okay, you never know if somebody threatened her life. You never know. But I will say this. White females, you're going to listen in the background, you're going to hear the white female go like this here. You're not going to see it. But she claps her hand. When Shannon Sharp sees the video, watch the video, he's going to report a great statement. And you can hear the white woman in the background clap her hand like she won in victory. Because this is how they feel. They can call you a nigger. They can call you whatever they want. You can listen to Shannon Sharp, what he's going to tell you. You are an athlete, you're supposed to walk away. Almost at the fact that the woman can hit him, and he's supposed to go to the police and say, listen here, could you remove her? You're going to hear all this. But at first you're going to see how this Negro, how he's so apologetic. Let's get into it.
After video was released by TMZ, which showed him pushing and kicking a woman back in February. The chief said Hunt lied to them when they asked about the details of the incident, and Hunt admitted to that, and yesterday he tried to explain his actions. Let's hear it.
Honestly, it was just a long night, and to be exact, it don't really matter what happened. I was in the wrong. I could have, took responsibility and, made the right decision to, find a way to de-escalate the whole situation. It was definitely some things that were said and did that I did not like, and that's not an excuse. It's not, I'm that person in that video did not deserve that. I didn't mean to hurt anybody or anything like that. It's really tough.
All right, Shannon, what is your reaction?
Skip, I watched this young man speak yesterday, and I don't normally watch other shows, and I definitely don't watch anything with the sound because I don't want anybody to contaminate my thoughts or speak behind someone else. But I wanted to hear what he had to say. And for me, I think he showed quite a bit of contrition.
Yeah.
He admitted he lied to the Kansas City Chiefs.
Mm-hmm.
What he did was delay the inevitable because he knew, had he told the truth that I put my hands on this woman, the Chiefs would have released him in February.
Yeah.
He did not know there was a tape. He didn't. The Chiefs took him at his word. The NFL took the Chiefs at their word because the Chiefs asked him what happened. It wasn't nothing, it was nothing like that. Then the NFL got involved. The Chiefs said, well, this is what Kareem told us. Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
I hate that this young man put himself in that position. Guys are clearly, in 2014, guys have not learned a lesson yet. Skip, I grew up in a time and I know what people told me. My grandmother told me somebody put their hands on you. You put your hands back on them. But we're in a different age now. Mm-hmm. We're in a different time now. That's no longer acceptable. Men putting their hands on women, even if something is said, even if something is done, is viewed in a totally different light now.
Correct.
Guys, I'm talking to my guys.
Mm-hmm.
If a situation starts to escalate.
Understand the way Shannon Sharp is talking. Listen to the cold talk what he's using. My guys. He don't know none of them. My guys. Understand, brothers and sisters, if it's backwards, I'll read it to you again. The United Independent Conservatory Code System Concept. A textbook, a workbook for thoughts, speech, and or action for victims of racism, white supremacy. You will learn in this book you will learn, and to read this book, it ain't easy. You will learn how to speak. You will be able to understand coons and how they be able to break words down. You'll be able to watch how they write in your face and use your words against you. Brothers and sisters, let me continue on the video. Pay attention to Shannon Sharp. And listen carefully how you hear the clap from the white reporter, the female.
I hate that this young man put himself in that position. Guys are clearly, in 2014, guys have not learned a lesson yet. Skip, I grew up in a time, and I know what people told me. My grandmother told me, somebody put their hands on you, you put your hands back on them. But we're in a different age now. We're in a different time now. That's no longer acceptable. Men putting their hands on women, even if something is said, even if something is done, is viewed in a totally different light now.
Correct.
Guys, I'm talking to my guys. If a situation starts to escalate between you and a female, I don't care if it's your house, the Huddle House, or the Waffle House. Leave, go get the police, and says, I want this person removed. Because you lashing out, not only could it ruin you personally, it could also ruin you professionally. He made a serious error in judgment. And his boys are doing everything they possibly can to restrain him because they know this could possibly end bad.
Yep.
But the thing that makes Kareem Hunt such a great football player worked to his detriment in this situation. Because just like when linebackers, the linemen have him short of the first down and he powers through them, Skip, that worked against him in this situation. Sometimes when emotions are high, logic is low. See, Skip, at that very moment, it didn't matter to Kareem Hunt that he was an NFL player and a damn good one. It didn't matter what he stood to lose, that he stood more to lose than ever to gain by getting to and putting his hand on this female. It didn't matter at that moment.
No.
And now he has an opportunity. He has to sit back and think. I believe Kareem Hunt, not this year, but I believe in the future he'll play again in the NFL.
I do too.
He made a mistake.
Yep.
He owned up to his mistake. And I know people like, well, NFL, they got to do. Look, the NFL can't do what TMZ. TMZ pays someone for a copy of this video. The NFL can't get in the business of doing that, Skip Bayless. Now, they can investigate. They can go to the police, and the police, Skip. Cleveland Police Department did a horrible job.
They did.
They dropped the ball on this.
They did.
We asked the NFL to go above and beyond what people that we hire and put in place to do their job. That's the police department job. They should investigate this. But the NFL, you just can't take someone's word because it's going to turn out to be a PR nightmare if they lied. And he lied in this situation. There was a video, because Skip, video is a game changer. See, I believe if there was a video on Reuben Foster, he would be done. But he could always say, well, it didn't happen like this. It's he said, she said.
Yep.
That's what Kareem Hunt told the Kansas Chiefs. And the Chiefs then relayed that to the NFL. But when this video came out, Skip, what do you say? See, the video doesn't know that Kareem Hunt's an NFL player. It doesn't know he makes millions. All it does is record what transpired. And Kareem, I believe she said something. I believe she did something. But, bruh, it's a female, it's a male involved, and you always, 1,000 times out of 1,000, you're going to be wrong.
So I agree with every point you just made, all of it very well stated. But I cannot, in the end, let the NFL completely off the hook. And I speak.
Now, you heard a little bit of this. It was done. This story's a little bit bigger, but I'm going to go to part 2 so Skip can finish what he had to say. And I got to express myself again. Black men, stop. Stop, please. These white women, these white females are going to follow you. They're going to want to be in your presence. You got to tell them no. You gotta tell them no. And if you do get involved, because this is your thing, this is your preference, this is your fetish, you do get involved because you're not gonna stop. A lot of you are not gonna stop. Learn from these big, troubling issues. If the white woman goes hot cock diesel and get upset, go call the police. You can dead that. If your friends are grabbing you, yo, chill. Just tell her to get out of here. That's what you do. You know how women are. They're going to continue being aggressive and so on and so forth. But make sure you call the police first. Tell one of your boys to take his camera out and film that shit. You got to protect yourself. Because they already know they have the privilege over your black ass. I'm Amun Ra. It's part 1. Part 2's coming next.